Hi, I'm Ted Massad. I'm the director of the Real Estate Entrepreneur Center, and I want to thank you for coming on this voyage with us to learn about business structure and tax strategy. Now, too often, real estate investors will think about, where do I get my money? Where do I get my properties that I'm going to buy? How is my exit strategy going to look? But the one thing that they always tend to forget, no matter how successful they become, is, does the structure of my organization stop me from being sued? Is it possible that I can protect what I own so people can't go after it? But even more importantly, secondly, how does that structure and my tax strategy affect my bottom line? I want you to be able to lower your taxes to the legal limit that's allowed by law. I want you to be safe, I want you to be protected, and I want you to have more money to put into deals that you'd want to fund elsewhere in your portfolio. And that's what this class is all about here today. So let's begin. So guys, here we're going to be talking about things you probably have already heard of, right? You've heard of business structure. So some of you have an LLC. Some of you understand the value of being incorporated. All right, you may have only one entity as one of your businesses, not 100 entities like what I have in my structure. You may have even heard of a 1031 exchange or trust, or maybe you've even heard of a self-directed IRA, or you've heard of Section 179 depreciation. So what you've never heard of before is you've never heard of cost segregation. Now let me put that into two simple words. It's accelerated depreciation. Now, why is that important to you in your business? If you can take money in terms of depreciation, and instead of depreciating it over 39 years, if you can depreciate 50 or 60% of your business, of all of your buildings, in as little as 5 or 6 years, that means you pay less taxes. So how many of you knew that you can actually expense out immediately everything that you throw out of a building when you're doing a rehab? Now, 99% of people out there, including almost every single accountant I've ever spoken to, didn't know you could do that. And that's called PAD. TPR is another thing that is rolled in with our cost segregation studies. It's a way for you to expense out new capital investments, but they're not capitalized. So what that means is you don't have to depreciate them. All right? Now, you've heard of 179, but what about 179D EPACT? So this is another way for you to actually improve your buildings, your commercial buildings, and be able to expense it out immediately. So the goal is here, guys, if we can reduce the amount of capitalization in your buildings that would have to be depreciated over 27 and a half years or 39 years, you're able to write off more expenses today, this year, and then hide your income legally and be able to invest it into other projects that you're wanting to put your money into. Now, we also are going to be talking about, in our class, R&D tax credits. We're going to be talking about how you can put cost segregation and align it with a 1031 and then put everything into a trust and never have to pay taxes on those properties ever. And your heirs won't either. And this is all 100% legal. This is everything that the IRS website and accounting organizations are suggesting that you do to save money on your taxes. So guys, again, taxes, organization of your company, it sounds a lot more complicated than it actually is. Now, there's no way that we could explain everything in such a short video. That's why I invite you to click on the button below to attend a full-length webinar, seminar that we want to put on especially for you. Now, we're going to explain everything you need to know, give you ideas on what you need to do going from there so you can take your business to the next level. You're in the next level of profitability, but also the next level of security in your business and how to legally lower your taxes. Now, a lot of people have gone through our seminars before and they've achieved amazing, amazing success. So I invite you to do the exact same thing. Just click on the button below. Let's get registered for that seminar and see where we can take your business to the next level.